Hey guys, this is Dion Boy Travels. I'm bringing you a rather sad story here because, as you can read at the top, allegedly a travel agent has scammed not just these people, but other people out of thousands of dollars, in some cases over $100,000, allegedly. But this whole thing, it's really just sad for both the vacationers and for the travel agent industry, because when things like this happen and they're, of course, spread on the news, people start to lose faith in the travel agent industry as a whole. So I'm just going to go through the video and I'm going to talk about it. And then I'm also going to give you some advice on how not to get scammed. Okay, so let's start.
One local woman says her family paid that travel agent, Letitia Douglas, tens of thousands of dollars for their Aruba trip. They say she never booked their hotel room and ran off with their cash. And people in other states tell me they were ripped off too. Now police are investigating.
15 of us gathered together, like, we're going to go down to Aruba. Let's go down here and celebrate and have a great time.
Catherine Jones-Young couldn't wait to throw her sister an unforgettable birthday celebration in Aruba. The Oak Forest woman says everyone in the group paid travel agent Letitia Douglas up front. Catherine says she booked travel with this agent in the past and had a great experience. For this Aruba trip, she says her household paid more than $5,500. But when they arrived in Aruba, there was a big problem at the resort.
They then tell us your reservations were canceled 7 days ago.
I'm just going to stop it there because let me point this out. And this is where the advice comes in, because they said they paid $5,500, I think, each, or it seems like per household maybe, right? But they didn't say how they paid. But for her to steal their money, usually that means they would have paid her and then she would have paid the resort. Now, let me say this. I have done this myself. Like, some people, they prefer to give you cash or to do a bank transfer, and you just use your card to pay the resort or the flights or the car rental or whatever it is, right? Now, let me point that out. That way is more risky. Some clients will do that with me too, but I'm just telling you, that way is more risky, because if you give the travel agent, let's say you give the travel agent, let's just say the hotel is $5,000. So you tell the travel agent, okay, I'm going to pay you in 5 installments a week until we have the $5,000. Now, all the travel agent has to do is, no, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to. Now, you've given the travel agent the money, but if you instead give the travel agent your card number, right, and let them buy the hotel or whatever it is with your card, and let them set up the payment plan, because I can do that. As a travel agent, I can actually set up a payment plan, like with a package deal or with a hotel or whatnot, with certain sites. And we can do that payment plan with just your credit card, so that I think the site will just take from your credit card every, whatever amount, whatever the time is. And if I cancel, at least that money gets refunded back to your card. So it's safer to let the travel agent put the whatever it is, whether it be a trip or a cruise or something, on your card. Because then if anything happens to that trip and like it gets canceled or something like that, it just gets refunded to your card. But if you give the travel agent the money and they put it on their card and then they cancel or they stop the payments, it gets refunded to their card. So that's what I'm saying. It's just safer to do it by putting it on your own card yourself. Now, I have clients, like I said, who also will give me money and then I have to put it on my card, but only do that with travel agents you actually trust. All right, let's move on.
Due to non-payment.
Catherine says the group was in a panic. They couldn't reach the travel agent, and the website for her company, Fly Girl World Travel, was taken down. Catherine says she posted about Letitia Douglas on social media and tagged the travel agent. That's when she says she heard from hundreds of people who said the same travel agent ghosted them too.
That's when I realized she's taken our money. She's not going to respond to us, and we have nowhere to stay.
This can't be possible. This can't be real.
Michelle Griffin in Bowie, Maryland, says she paid Letitia Douglas nearly $4,000 for a trip to Egypt this upcoming October, but never received her confirmation details.
All right, I got to stop it there again, because here's the thing. And I'm not blaming Michelle. It's in her fault. This is a travel agent's fault, right? But here's the thing. As a travel agent, you should get, like, there is no way it should take 90 days to get your confirmation details. That should be a red flag in and of itself. If a travel agent doesn't send you your confirmation details, I'm going to tell you the latest you should wait is a week. Then contact the travel agent, and if they don't give you a legit reason or something sees off, just cancel it. Because at that point, you could still, of course, just cancel your credit card payment. You could just tell them, don't do that, you know? Because here's the thing. Usually I stay on the line with people when people are on the phone or whatever with me, right? And I'm booking their trip. I usually stay on the phone or whatever I'm talking to them with until they get the email. Because the email, if I get it, then I send it to them. They should get it within like a minute or two, the confirmation details. So it doesn't make any sense that you're still going with the travel agent who has not given you confirmation details in later than a week. Now, sometimes confirmation details can take sometimes a few hours or so, but that's why I said the latest you should wait is a week. There is no way, I believe, that a confirmation should take that long. It should definitely be less than a week. So yeah, that's advice number 2. Always get your confirmation details. Always make sure your confirmation details, because once the agent gives you your confirmation details, you can go to a cruise site or a hotel site or an airline site and check yourself. So definitely after a week, call the agent. If the agent sounds a little shifty, just cancel, because there is no way, like with most of my clients, they get the confirmation details before I hang up the phone. So it doesn't make sense that she never got confirmation details for her trip.
Then, earlier this month, she says she received this email from Letitia Douglas. If you have not heard yet, Fly Girl World Travel has closed its doors, and all future trips booked have been canceled.
Girl, where's my money? You have no idea what it's like for you to steal $4,000 from somebody and to just send me a letter and tell me you're sorry.
In the email, Letitia Douglas cited financial mistakes and bad business choices, but added, quote, "I did not set out to scam or steal from you." She recommended that customers dispute charges with their card issuer. But Michelle says her card issuer denied her claim because it's been more than 90 days.
Listen, the reasoning this travel agent is giving seems even more like a scam. This doesn't even seem like where a travel agent just bit off more than they could chew or couldn't handle it. The reason why it seems more like a scam, because why is the travel agent telling you to go with your credit card? Why doesn't the travel agent just give you your money back? What bad business decisions? It doesn't make any sense, because if a client gives me their credit card number or if they give me money, I'm using that money to buy the vacation because I'm getting paid commission, or maybe there'll be agent fees, but whatever. I'm using at least the brunt of that money to buy their vacation. So it doesn't make any sense that I don't have the money anymore and that the trip is canceled. That doesn't make any sense. That's what I'm trying to say. So this seems more like a scam than anything else. So yeah.
You just can't do people like that and get away with it.
The ABC 7i team has heard from consumers in Illinois, Maryland, Tennessee, and Oklahoma who say they lost money dealing with Letitia Douglas. The Oak Forest Police Department tells the I-team they are investigating this travel agent. And the Illinois Attorney General's office says they've received 10 complaints against Fly Girl World Travel and Letitia Douglas, with most being filed in the last few weeks. The Illinois Attorney General's office says, quote, "The complaints involve allegations the business failed to provide promised services, including canceled reservations without providing refunds and failing to provide travel itineraries or making reservations for trips despite being paid to do so. We will be working with consumers in an attempt to mediate complaints." Catherine says her group in Aruba ended up having to pay thousands more out of pocket for their rooms.
I felt responsible for ruining my sister's trip by referring this person who ended up defrauding us. She definitely needs to be stopped.
I have tried calling and emailing Letitia Douglas several times, and I still haven't heard back. In an email to customers, the travel agent said she had deep shame and regret for violating her customers' trust. But the people I spoke with say they don't want to hear any of that. They just want their money back.
All right. Let me just quickly talk about that before talking about my next rule here. Okay, this was, once again, doesn't make sense. That's why it seems more like a scam, because where'd the money go? Bad business decisions doesn't make any sense, because with a travel agency, it's not even like when you get paid for a product, right? So for example, if you buy something from me for $4,000, I take the $4,000, that's my money now. and you get the product. If the product turns out to be faulty later, one could actually explain what, like, it would make more sense. But when you are booking with a travel agent, you are paying for that booking. She didn't even provide the product. So where'd the money go? That's why I tell you, this looks more like a scam. And apparently they can't find her. A news organization actually found her mother, but they can't find her. So yeah, this seems like she took the money and ran. Like I said, the news is just sad. This looks like a scam. I pray that justice be done, definitely, and that everyone get their money back. And she turned herself in because apparently she can't even be found right now. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and may God bless you all.